DH-89A Dragon Rapide. Like the ill-fated Dragon Express, it was based on the Dragon, but this time didn't suffer the same instability that made the Dragon Express such a hazard.
And in the year of its first flight, the new aeroplane scored an early notable success in an event far better known for the involvement of another de Havilland aeroplane, the MUC-Spotter Air Race between RAF Mildenhall in Suffolk and Melbourne, Australia. An early example was entered by the New Zealand Centenary Air Race Committee from Auckland in the hands of Squadron Leader James Hewitt and Flying Officer Cyril Kay. And it finished 6th in the handicap section of the MUC-Spotter, after which it was flown on from Melbourne to New Zealand to be delivered. And that sort of performance would stand this aircraft in very, very good stead. A reliable platform for services, for example, taking it over water, for which the twin-engined configuration provided a very good deal of redundancy. This aircraft was a mainstay of many pre-war carriers in the UK, the likes of Hillman's and Railway Air Services. One was used famously by Edward, Prince of Wales, later King Edward VIII, as his King's Flight transport. Had served with Channel Island Airways of Jersey as its first civilian employment after its service with the RAF as a Dominic. And it ended up with British European Airways, the domestic and European UK flag carrier, for use of its routes to and from the Scilly Isles before being replaced by Sikorsky F-61 helicopters. In fact, it was the last biplane in scheduled service with a major British airline. Very dependent. Cavorting up above it, an aircraft that's been very much in focus this year in the 80th anniversary year of its maiden flight. The de Havilland Canada Chipmunk, created by the Canadian arm of the British parent company, but built in both, as well as under licence in Portugal. This was de Havilland's first effort at a post-war monoplane trainer. But perhaps the most remarkable Chipmunk operator is the Portuguese Air Force, which operated 76 of them at peak, most built under licence in Portugal by OGM. But I was told when the Portuguese brought 3 of the chippies over to Duxford earlier in the year by one of the pilots that they won't be suitable for glider towing, so some of the chipmunks might still soldier on.
And indeed, why not? There are several gliding clubs here in the UK where if you turn up you will see like homing engine various improvements in the cockpit as well, and thanks to those modifications, incredibly, several chipmunks remain in Portuguese service even today, 80 years on since the type first flew. They're used for the grading and evaluation of pilot cadets and also the training of flight instructors.
And for towing gliders, which they still use at the Portuguese Air Force Academy. And there's the Shuttleworth chief pilot Paul Shakespeare landing on with the Chipmunk.